Hi, my name is Kevin Birmingham, and I manage the Journey Neighborhood Center. The Journey is a storefront outreach into one of the more challenged communities in Brampton, Ontario. The video that you are about to watch is part of a series called Unsung Heroes. We all know the famous heroes, and their praises are sung everywhere. But in our midst are many, many more heroes who serve our communities, volunteer, sacrifice, give of their time, and yet they're not known and their praises are not sung. So I would encourage you as you watch this series to think of those people in your community, those heroes in your community, and sing their praises. This is a true confession time. For most of my school life, and I spent a lot of time in school, I was not a motivated student. It really wasn't until my third go at post-secondary education, and yes, I said third, that I became a motivated student. However, there was one exception very early on. I graduated from grade 2 to 3 on probation. They put me in a 2-3 split class, and I barely made it out. I ended up in grade 4 on probation and in a 3-4 split class. I was the student who teachers wrote on a report card something along the lines of, "Kevin could do better, but he doesn't try." Then in grade 4, things changed. I got Mrs. Rogers as a teacher. And no, not Mr. Rogers, Mrs. Rogers, a different one. I really don't recall what it was that she did. Maybe it was extra attention or encouragement. But whatever it was, I ended up finishing the year third highest in the whole school. I should, however, note that by grade 7, I was back at the bottom of the pack, with the exception of one course where they put me in an advanced class. Mrs. Rogers had a significant impact on my life. You see, I started that year in another class, and it was going very badly. And then they moved me to her class. If I had stayed in that first class, I probably would have failed that year, and who knows what would have happened afterwards. Mrs. Rogers isn't the only teacher to have had an impact on my life. I started my 4th semester at Ryerson in the emergency ward at Toronto Western, where I ended up having one of my lungs stapled together. I missed the first 2 weeks of that semester, but every single professor I had made accommodation for me. Some of them privately tutored me to catch up, and all of them extended deadlines, and I finished that year with honors. I've also had some significant mentors in my life. John, Brad, Phil, a couple of them, Malcolm, Dave, several Daves, Al, Bob, more than one of them too. I have written positively throughout this essay, but I'm sure we can all name teachers who did not have a positive impact on our lives. However, a good teacher and a caring mentor can make all the difference for us. There are several words used to describe Jesus' ministry and relationship with his disciples. One we often see is rabbi, which is a title of honor, but just as common is the word teacher. The Greek word didaskalos, from which we get the English word didactic, which means an intention to teach or moral instruction. Jesus was a profound teacher with great insight. But even more importantly is the time and effort he put in towards mentoring his followers so that they too were knowledgeable and capable teachers. So, who are the teachers and mentors that you can point to who had a significant and positive impact on your life? And if this is the case, can you let go of the damage that may have occurred because you encountered a teacher or mentor who was not so positive? I would end with this. Look for people who can teach and mentor you. They are gold. And look for opportunities to pass on what you have learned and how you have grown to others. Each of us has numerous opportunities to have a profound impact on the lives around us, even if teaching is not our profession. And finally, pray for our teachers. This is a very difficult time for them, with many unknowns and not just a few fears.